What if I told you that millionaires don't just get rich alone? They master the art of building powerful connections. But how do they turn casual chats into life-changing opportunities? Is it luck, strategy, or a hidden secret? Today, I'll reveal the exact networking tactics the wealthy don't want you to know. The millionaire mindset networking V's. Not working, what's the biggest difference between millionaires and everyone else? It's not money, it's not luck, and it's definitely not working 24/7. The real secret, millionaires don't just network, they build empires through relationships. But most people, they're stuck in not working mode, sending weak LinkedIn requests, begging for favors, and wondering why nobody helps them. Today we're flipping the script. Let's dive in. 1. Netwar keng I seno pitaionel. And think about this. If you were stranded on an island, would you rather have $1 million or a phone with your contacts? Crazy question, right? But here's the truth. Money runs out. Relationships, they multiply. Millionaires treat networking like oxygen. They can't survive without it. Meanwhile, average people treat it like a nice-to-have hobby. Big mistake. Elon Musk didn't build Tesla alone. Oprah didn't become a legend by herself. They had armies of believers, partners, and mentors. Your network isn't just your net worth. It's your lifeline when opportunities dry up, when you need a game-changing idea, or when you're one call away from a breakthrough. 2. Here's why most people fail at networking. They're takers. They slide into DMs with, "Hey, can you help me?" Or "Let's connect. All translation, give me something for free." Millionaires, they flip it. Their first thought, how can I add value first? Example, instead of asking a successful entrepreneur for advice, research THER problems. Maybe they're launching a new product. Send them a genuine idea or a contact who could help. Boom. You're no longer a beggar. You're an asset. This one shift changes everything. 3. QALIY over QNTY sa TH5 perso rally. You've heard it. You're the average of the 5 people you spend time with. But millionaires take this deadly seriously. They don't just collect 10,000 LinkedIn connections. They hunt for the right 10. The ones who challenge them, open doors, and think bigger. Ask yourself, who's in your inner circle? Are they hustlers, dreamers, and doors? Or people who complain about the system while binge watching Netflix? Millionaires ruthlessly upgrade their network. They'd rather have coffee with one person who pushes them than 100 who just nod along. 4. NetWRKI sin ESS IT sa skill and newsflash. Millionaires aren't all natural-born charmers. Many are introverts. Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg. They don't love networking. They master it like a skill. And here's how. The 10-second hook. Your first words decide everything. Ditch hi, I'm Naomi. Try hey. I help PX type of people solve a why problem. Instant intrigue. The FORD trick. Forget awkward small talk. Talk family, occupation, recreation, dreams. Deeper connections faster. The follow-up secret. After meeting someone, send a 2-line email referencing one thing they care about. Not nice to meet you. Try. Loved your point about topic. Here's an article you might like. Akisher 5 TSE Anvis BL Namo Arc Tirai say millionaires don't just network with people, they network with systems. What's that mean? They tap into the alumni networks at Harvard, Stanford. No, your local college counts too. Industry associations, even free ones of hidden power players, and masterminds and clubs not invite only. Start your own with 3 sharp people. You don't need a fancy pedigree. You need to show up consistently. Volunteer at events. Comment on leaders' posts thoughtfully. Be the person who connects others. Suddenly, you're not chasing opportunities, they find you. 6. Tichi Longam Sabo HY 99% Kuyui Toho. So here's the brutal truth. Most people network like they're fishing with dynamite, loud, desperate, and zero patience. Millionaires, they plant seeds. They might nurture a relationship for years before it pays off. But when it does, it's life-changing. Example, a young investor met Warren Buffett at 20. Stayed in touch for decades, not asking for anything, just learning. Guess who got private advice later? That's the power of playing the long game. Action time. So, are you networking or not working? Millionaires don't wait for luck. They build armies of allies. They give first. They choose their circle like their life depends on it, because it does. Now over to you. Pick one tactic today. DM someone with value. Join a new group. Upgrade your inner circle. Your future self will thank you. Drop a comment below. What's your one networking challenge? Let's solve it together. And if this helped, smash that like button. It tells YouTube to share this with more people. See you in the next video, where we'll dive into how millionaires use social media to build empires. Stay sharp. The power of strategic relationships. What if I told you that the richest people in the world don't just have contacts? They have strategic relationships. These aren't random LinkedIn connections or people you small talk with at boring events. These are the game changers. The ones who open doors to deals, opportunities, and ideas you didn't even know existed. So how do you find them? And more importantly, how do you keep them? Let's break it down. 1. Stereotypes realiteotypes vs. Fake or Kimji. Most people think networking is about collecting business cards or adding strangers on LinkedIn. Wrong. That's like saying dating is about swiping right on everyone. It's exhausting and gets you nowhere. Millionaires, they don't waste time on fake networking. They focus on strategic relationships. People who challenge them and not just agree with everything they say. Introduce them to new worlds, different industries, perspectives, or skills. Accelerate their growth. Mentors, partners, or connectors. Think about it. One conversation with the right person can save you 10 years of trial and error. That's the power of being strategic, not just social. 2. THE3YPs. Popolu. YURINRCRCL. Your network is like a toolbox. You don't need 100 hammers. You need the right tools for the right job. Here's who millionaires keep close. The mentor, someone who's been where you want to go. They don't have to be famous, just ahead of you. The connector, that one person who knows everyone. They're not always the biggest name, but they're the matchmakers of opportunity. The truth teller, the one who tells you when you're being lazy, delusional, or just plain wrong. Most people avoid these. Millionaires pay for their honesty. The action step, look at your inner circle right now. Who fits these roles? If you're missing one, that's your mission this week. 3. High. Value people don't wear signs saying I'm a game changer, but they do give clues. Here's how to find them. They're hard to get to, not arrogant, just busy. They don't do casual coffee chats. They talk about ideas, not gossip. Forget celebrity drama. They debate trends, books, and what's next. They invest in relationships. They remember your last conversation and follow up top. Now, how do you attract them? Simple, be valuable before you ask for value. Example. If you want to connect with a successful entrepreneur, study their work first. Then send them a short message with a genuine insight or resource. Not, hey, can I pick your brain? Try. Loved your take on topic. Here's a case study you might find useful. Boom, you're not a fan. You're a peer for THEUNFI or ADVIG. O for SI Pro CY. Here's a secret. Strategic relationships thrive on asymmetrical reciprocity. That's a fancy way of saying give more than you take. At first, millionaires don't keep score in the short term. They plant seeds everywhere, knowing some will grow into forests. Example, a young real estate agent helped a retired CEO find a vacation home for free. 2 years later, that CEO introduced him to a billionaire client. Was that luck? No, it was a strategy. Your move next time you meet someone influential, ask yourself, how can I help them first? Even if it's small as an introduction, a useful article, a skill you have. This builds trust, and trust is the currency of high-level relationships. 5. TY GUHY Moster IO and Subs File quick test. Would you enjoy having dinner with this person outside of business? If not, it's not a strategic relationship. It's a transaction, and transactions fade. Millionaires build real connections. They know passions, families, and dreams. That's why they get invited to private deals and insider opportunities. Fix this fast. Stop networking like a robot. Be human. Share stories. Ask unexpected questions. What's the wildest risk you've ever taken? People remember how you made them feel, not your resume. 6. THU1 Nice Union Oregon. Eat teas. Your best opportunities won't come from your best friends. They'll come from weak ties, acquaintances, old classmates, or friends of friends. Why? Because your close circle knows the same people you do. Weak ties, they bridge you to new worlds. Harvard research proves this. Most jobs come from weak ties, not close friends. Millionaires nurture these loose connections with quick check-ins, random acts of kindness, and no pressure catch-ups. Try this. Scroll your contacts now. Pick 3 people you haven't spoken to in 6 months. Send a fun, low-pressure message. Just saw a thing they care about and thought of you. No agenda, just warmth. Action time. Strategic relationships aren't about using people. They're about growing together. The richest people in history didn't succeed alone. They had tribes, allies, and truth tellers. So ask yourself, are you building a Rolodex or an empire? Your homework this week, reach out to one person who fits the mentor, connector, or truth teller role. Don't ask for anything, just add value. Then drop a comment below. Who's the most strategic person in your network, and how did you meet them? Let's learn from each other. And if this video helped, hit that like button. It tells YouTube to share this with more people. Next up, we're diving into how millionaires use social media to build real influence, not just likes. See you there, mastering the art of the first impression. You have 7 seconds. That's all it takes for someone to decide. Do they trust you? Respect you? Want to work with you? First impressions aren't just important, they're everything. And here's the scary part. Most people are sabotaging theirs without even knowing it. Today, we're fixing that. Let's dive into how millionaires and top performers master the art of the first impression every single time. 1. TH7 Sakod Ralaya TIU Taikan. Most people think first impressions are about looks or a firm handshake. Nope, it's about vibes. In those first 7 seconds, people's brains are subconsciously asking, do I feel safe around this person? Are they confident or nervous? Are they present or distracted? And here's the kicker. Once their brain decides, it's almost impossible to change. Millionaires know this. That's why they don't just show up, they own the room before they even speak. How? 3 things: posture, not stiff, just grounded. Shoulders back, head high, like you've been there before. Eye contact's not a creepy stare, just relaxed, like you're talking to an old friend. An energy not over the top salesy, just calm and engaged, like you're exactly where you want to be. Try this next time you walk into a room. Pause for 2 seconds at the door. Stand tall, breathe, and then enter. You'll instantly feel a look plus more confident. 2. Take thwart or DLIS I impress I am. TST quick game. If a stranger had to describe you in 3 words after meeting you, what would they say? Friendly, smart, trustworthy, or nervous, rushed, forgettable. Here's how millionaires control those 3 words. They dress one level up, not in a suit if everyone's casual, just slightly more polished. It silently says, I respect you and myself. They match the tone. If the room is upbeat, they're energized. If it's serious, they're measured, like a social chameleon, but authentic die. They master the handshake as not a bone crusher, not a dead fish. Firm 2 seconds max, with eye contact and a slight smile. Your move after your next interaction, ask yourself, what 3 words did I just leave them with? If you don't like the answer, tweak it next time. 3. THE first TC and 10C, T severity SING, forget hi, I'm Haranami. That's how you blend in. Millionaires hook attention immediately. Here's how for networking events. I've been curious about high industry event topic. What's your take? A opens conversation, makes them the expert. And for business meetings, I've been looking forward to this. I really admire something specific about their work. Shows you did your homework, but for casual settings, I'll be honest. I'm terrible at small talk. What's something exciting you're working on? A disarming skips the fake stuff. The pro tip: your tone matters more than your words. Say it like you're genuinely interested because you should be. 4. Tibo I engage has the case in their own and tell us why your body speaks before you do. Here's what it's secretly saying. Nodding too much, I'm desperate for approval. Fidgeting, I'm nervous or lying. Arms crossed, I'm closed off. Millionaires hack this with power pauses, small, intentional movements that scream confidence. The slow blink, pause and blink slowly when listening. It makes you look thoughtful, not rushed. The steeple, lightly touch your fingertips together when speaking, subconsciously signals authority. The copycat, subtly mirror their posture energy, builds instant rapport. Try this. In your next conversation, focus on keeping your hands still when listening. It's harder than you think, but it projects calm control. 5. THE NAM to be EU alpha AT table. Let's be real. No one remembers names, but millionaires, they're exceptional at it. Not because their memory is better, but because they cheat. Here's how: repeat it immediately, Alex. Great to meet you, Alex. Use it in conversation. That's a great point, Alex. Link it to something visual, Alex with the blue tide. Gab blue Alex in your head. Even better when you introduce yourself. Make it stick. Ditch I'm a consultant. Try I help hair X type of people solve a Y problem. Now they remember what you do, not just your name. 6. THEXE's charge wise LA energy last guy I'm. Most people ruin their first impression at the end. They awkwardly trail off or disappear. Millionaires, they control the exit. Here's how. The recap. So great hearing about hey thing they mentioned. Let's definitely follow up on specific topic. At the Future Bridge, I'd love to introduce you to Heart Person Resource. Can I connect you? The appreciation. Really enjoyed this. You've got amazing perspective. Boom. Now you're not just that person they met. You're that impressive person they can't wait to see again. Action time. First impressions aren't about being perfect. They're about being intentional. Millionaires don't leave it to chance. They craft every handshake, every sentence, every exit. Now it's your turn. Your challenge this week: practice one thing from this video, whether it's the 3-word test, the power pause, or the name game. Then drop a comment below. What's your go-to first impression trick? Let's steal each other's best moves. And if this helped, smash that like button. It tells YouTube to share this with more people. Next up, we're revealing how millionaires use social media to build real influence and not just likes. See you there. Leveraging social media like a millionaire. What if I told you that millionaires don't use social media the way you do? They don't just post selfies, scroll mindlessly, or chase likes. They use it as a weapon to build empires, land dream clients, and create opportunities that most people don't even see coming. Today, I'm revealing exactly how you can too. 1. Most people use social media for entertainment. Millionaires. They use it for execution. Every post, every comment, every connection is strategic. They don't just show up, they dominate. Here's the difference. Average user posts randomly, hoping for likes. Millionaire user posts with purpose, knowing exactly who they want to attract and why. Ask yourself, is your social media working for you or against you? Because every minute you spend scrolling cat memes is a minute you're not building your empire. 2T pledge of armroll E. Not LL social media rated equal millionaires don't waste time on every platform. They focus on the right ones for their goals. Here's the breakdown, link in E. The one platform for B2B deals, high-level networking and career opportunities. Instagram or TikTok for personal branding, storytelling, and attracting a loyal audience. Twitter ZXT, the hidden gem for real-time industry insights and connecting with influencers. Your move, pick one platform to master first. Where does your dream audience hang out? Goal and therefore expanding. 3 to Antantas, SEOT, STEL, PIG, Star, PRO, VING. Most people post me. Focus content. Look at my lunch. Millionaires post value, focus contents. Here's how to save 10 hours a week. See the difference. One is forgettable. The other is irresistible. Example. A real estate agent posts, just sold this house, boring. The millionaire agent posts 3 mistakes that cost sellers $50K and how to avoid them, gold. Guess who gets flooded with DMs? Your content should educate and entertain, inspire every single time. 4. Commenting nice posts won't get you anywhere. Millionaires use strategic engagement to build relationships with high-value people. Here's how: find your targets, identify 5, 10 influencers or decision makers in your industry. Add value first. Comment with insights, not just praise. Great point on X. Have you considered why? Follow up after a few interactions. Send a short DM referencing their work. Loved your take on Z. Here's how it helped me. Boom. Now you're not just another follower. You're on their radar. 5. THE DMs tira TE. TURNINGSINTS. Most demons cringes. Buy my stuff or can you help me? Millionaires. They use DMs to build trust first. Here's their 3-step script. Appreciate. Hey, he name. I loved your post on a specific topic or add value. Here's a hair resource, idea, or connection you might find useful. Ask a lottery after 2-3 interactions, then pitch or ask for advice. This works because people don't care about you until they know you care about them. 6. Teachy causes why T-ripe, you know on and tells. Go where everyone says be consistent, but millionaires know consistency without strategy is just noise. Here's their secret: quality, a quantity. 1 high-value post per week beats 7 mediocre ones. Repurpose content, turn a LinkedIn post into a Twitter thread, a TikTok, and an email. Batch create. Dedicate 2 hours a week to create all your content at once. Stop burning out trying to post daily. Focus on impact, not frequency. 7. T-longami. Habala IYR, Staravawar, sign of far tumas. Most people quit social media when they don't go viral in a month. Millionaires, they play the long game. They know that 100 true fans to 10,000 random followers. 1 viral post means nothing. A system means everything. Social media isn't the goal, it's the bridge to real-world opportunities. Example, a consultant grew her LinkedIn to 5K followers. Not huge, right? But those followers included 2 Fortune 500 CEOs who hired her. That's the power of strategic growth. Action time social media isn't just for kids and influencers. It's the greatest wealth-building tool of our time, if you use it right. So ask yourself, are you playing around or playing to win? Your challenge this week: implement 1 tactic from this video, whether it's strategic engagement, value-packed content, or the DM script. Then drop a comment below. What's your 1 social media struggle? Let's solve it together. And if this helps, smash that like button. It tells YouTube to share this with more people. Next up, we're diving into how millionaires turn contacts into contracts. See you there. Exclusive events in inner circles. 95% of people will never get invited to the rooms where real deals happen. The private dinners, the island retreats, the "oh, you didn't hear about this" masterminds. Today, I'm breaking the glass. Here's how millionaires access the world's most exclusive circles and how you can crash the party. 1. They told you to attend local chamber of commerce mixers and hand out business cards. That's how you meet other broke people. Real wealth moves in hidden ecosystems, and I'm not talking about Davos or Burning Man. These are unlisted gatherings where deals get done on napkins, investments are passed like secret notes. Your net worth determines your seat at the table. Example, a hedge fund manager I know gets invited to fishing trips where they catch 0 fish but return with twin LMM partnerships. That's the game. 2. TS3 IPO, F Energy Motios, payment aid, the old money. Clubs, country clubs that reject billionaires for wearing wrong shoes. Your play: marry in or become so valuable they overlook your pedigree. B. New money. Masterminds, 50K per year groups where crypto kids and SaaS founders pretend they invented business. You're in. Outwork everyone, then trade your expertise for access. See these shadow networks. Unlisted Telegram groups, private Discord servers, industry retreats that don't appear on Google. Find these through obsessed lurking in niche forums. 3. T. Bekendio has CKS no Onamole Warcased. I didn't get my first invite by being important. I got in by being useful. Here's the illegal playbook: hack fund, become the connector. So started a WhatsApp group for indie founders. When it hit 100 members, a VC slid in my DMs asking, how can we partner? Now I'm on their yacht twice a year. Hack 2, the +1, grift, find someone already invited, offer to handle their boring work, note taking, scheduling just to attend. Once inside, outchain them. Hack 3, create your own damn circle. Couldn't get into YPO. Started a future YPO group for hungry 25-year-olds. Now we're getting poached by the real thing. 4. Thibaut Bland, James UOBE on GUI, walk into a 10K per night resort looking like you're afraid they'll kick you out. They will. Millionaires move like they OW the place money. Practice the slow walk, no rush steps, blank face, zero, wow, reaction, selective ignoring. The more you acknowledge the status symbols, the poorer you look. Pro tip: wear one outrageously expensive item, watch, shoes with otherwise casual clothes. Makes you look rich enough not to care. 5. THUABRIKI-OOY, event those exclusive applications. Mostly theater. The real guest list was made months earlier. But here's how to beat the system. Find the organizer's pet cause. They all have one, and donate time or money to it. Publicly get surprisingly added to the list. True story: a guy donated I5K to a founder's obscure charity. Got invited to their private island week. Rao I famine contract. Sick 3 Udofiel GTIN THE 3 Udruduyan Ralos no pitch zone. The fastest way to get blacklisted. Selling. These people smell desperation like blood in water. The 80 by 20 eavesdrop rule. Listen 80% of the time. When you speak, make it count with razor insights. The 48 hour follow-up, not with great meeting you, with something valuable you noticed about their work. Action time: you have 2 choices. Keep begging for scraps at open, to anyone events, or start hunting where the real prey gathers. This week, I challenge you to find one hidden group, your industry private forum or mastermind, make one strategic donation, time for money. If you're broke, a fake, belonging hards, act first. Get invited later, drop a comment with your target inner circle, I'll reply with backdoor tactics. And if this felt illegal, good, that's why you should like and share before YouTube takes it down. Turning contacts into contracts: you know what's worse than having 0 connections? Having 5,000 LinkedIn contacts and 0 paying clients. Today, we're fixing that with the exact 7-step system Millionaires use to turn casual contacts into 6-figure contracts. This is a network and this is profit engineering. 1. TEIO skill you day else. They told you just build relationships. Bullshit. Relationships don't pay mortgages. Contracts do. Here's what actually works: stop being nice to know. Start being must-have. Systemize the money conversation. Example: my first mentor had 347 contacts in his phone, but 11 of them paid him 30 ticket per month. That's the math that matters. 2. T7DAY transfer anti-LANGE day 1E, the ruthless audit. Scroll your contacts right now. Label each one as money already paid you. Fires could pay you within 90 days. Trash, I never will delete nothing, but focus only on the fires. Day 2E, the dinner test. Filter: ask, would I invest 2 hours explaining my offer to this person over dinner? If not, stop wasting time. Day 30, the 3-question scorecard. Do they have a budget? Do they have pain in my solution? Do they trust me enough to buy? Score 3 out of 3. They're your new obsession. 3. TD Fallower to family YK Efrain type. Normal people send, hey, let's connect. Millionaires send this 3-part sequence text. 1E, the memory jogger. Hey, name. We met at a event talking about a specific pain point. That stuck with me. Text 20. The value bomb came across this Hey article tool contact that solves exactly what you mentioned about Hey their problem. Thought you'd find it useful. Text 3. The gentle knife. When's your calendar open next week? I've got an idea that could save you HX time, or based on what you shared. This works because you're not selling, you're continuing their conversation. 4. Be aware to never leave a meeting without these 4 milestones to recap. So to confirm, your biggest headache right now is the X1, the bridge. What if you could solve AX without a current struggle? The trial close. If we could have a result, would that be worth? When the handoff, I'll send over our proposal or contract by Q time. Pro tip: always end meetings at 45 minutes. Creates urgency to decide. 5. THPSCO logo off THESTK. Millionaires don't ask for big commitments. They stack small yeses, get them agreeing to these first. Problem still keeping you up at night. So yes. Would saving HXE hours dollars help? So yes. Should we explore fixing that? So yes. By the time you present terms, the same as a DEY coist T8 Cunis T Rivervel for contacts gone cold, send this at 18:04 p.m. on a Tuesday. A hey namey. Was reviewing old notes and saw we discussed to their goal. Did you ever solve a specific obstacle? Know a quick fix if you're still stuck. Works because shows you were listening assumes they failed. Ego Trigger offers an easy out 7. T flows a Mindy's T is S known. Nigadalba say this out loud right now. If I don't ask, the answer is always no. Good. Now internalize these rules. Never leave without next steps. Always name dollar amounts first. Treat contracts like inevitable formalities. Remember, you're not begging, you're giving them the privilege of working with you. Action time, your move. Audit your contacts now. Stop watching until you've labeled 10, picked 3, fire contacts. Send the 3-part sequence today. Drop a comment with your biggest follow-up struggle. I'll reply with a tailored script. And if this felt like a punch to the gut, good, now go make it rain. The long game strategy, here's why you're not rich yet. You're playing checkers while millionaires play chess. You want quick wins. They build empires that outlive them. Today, I'm exposing the long game strategies that separate the flash in the pan-hustlers from the generational wealth builders. This isn't sexy, but it's how real fortunes are made. 1. TH10 air rallies on OBDYYS to our ties that Warren Buffett made 99% of his wealth after 50. Bezos didn't profit from Amazon for 7 years. The math doesn't lie, real wealth compounds. But most people quit after 12 months when they don't see Lamborghini money. Here's the brutal reality. Years 1 to 3, you look stupid. Years 4 to 6, you barely break even. Years 7 to 100, you become unstoppable. Your move, pick one lane. Stay in it. Stop pivoting every time someone gets rich faster. 2. Terrell average POM P&D EFEST average people collect business cards. Millionaires cultivate decades-long alliances. How? The 20-year dinner test. When meeting someone new, ask, will this person matter to me in 20 years? If not, don't waste your best energy on them. The annual touch system for high-value contact. January, send a handwritten note. June, share a relevant opportunity. December, invite them to a private event. Do this for 5 years straight. 3. THE, IVARC aliacities. Melanin are hard fools track cash. Winners track these hidden wealth multipliers. 1. Intellectual property. Every speech, article, or idea you create is a future royalty stream. 2. Privileged information. The real deals happen in the WhatsApp groups you're not in. 3. Social proof. Being known as the person who knows everyone is better than being rich. Action step. Start building one invisible asset today. Example. Record a 5-minute industry insight weekly. In Fahirs, you own a gold mine. 4. And I, Hustl, Paradao X, hustle culture is poverty thinking. Millionaires obsess over leverage, not ours. Their long game plays, automated income streams, courses, royalties, subscriptions, delegated operations, teams that run without them, reciprocal relationships of people who bring deals to them. Your test, can your business survive a 3-month vacation? If not, you don't own it, it owns you. 5. TUI guy MINDC gay M over fry tars. Short-term players think, how do I beat others? Long-term builders ask, how do I make competition irrelevant? The answer's 1. Own a niche, be known for one thing forever. 2. Control distribution. If you don't own your audience, you're sharecropping. 3. Outlast trends. The 100-year business beats the viral startup every time. Look at Rolex, Harvard, Berkshire Hathaway. They win by duration, not disruption. 6. Sasirat, new money shows off. Old money builds systems that last centuries. Copy this, the 3-generation plan. You create wealth, businesses, IP, networks, so your kids protect wealth, the trusts, legal structures, grandkids grow wealth, diversified assets, political influence. Most families lose wealth by the 3rd generation. The smart ones institutionalize it. 7. Not rich yet. Good, because the final play isn't about money, it's about meaning. The long game cheat code. Teach publicly your ideas, outlive you, fund privately. The next generation owes you. Live honorably so your name becomes currency. This is how Rockefellers, Waltons, and Buffett stay relevant for 100+ years. They're not just wealthy, they're necessary. Action time. Your assignment today isn't a tactic, it's a question. What will you build that still matters in 2050? Drop your answer below, and if this video planted just one long-term seed, do me a favor. Like and share so YouTube shows it to people who need this message in 10 years.